The sun vanished behind jagged peaks, leaving the stranded hiker in a world of violet snow and deepening cold. The wind sculpted drifts, erasing his footprints and amplifying his isolation. Numbness crept into his fingers and toes, a warning of hypothermia's quiet, relentless approach. Hypothermia doesn't strike suddenly. It steals warmth and clarity bit by bit. Panic threatened, but he forced calm, recalling survival wisdom. It's not the strongest who survive, but those who understand nature's rules. His gear was minimal. A space blanket, a few candles, a lighter, items many would dismiss. Yet these simple tools held the potential for salvation. Survival now depended on knowledge, not possessions. Could he transform these pocket-sized items into a life-sustaining shelter? His life depended on the answer. We often think survival in the cold requires expensive gear, down parkas, high-tech tents, gas stoves. But the real secret is preserving the heat you already have. This video will show you how to use a space blanket and a candle to create a micro-shelter. The principle is simple. Trap your body heat in a small enclosed space and reflect it back. Animals and humans have used this trick for millennia. True preparedness is knowledge, not just equipment. With this skill, even the lightest kit can become a life-saving system. To survive the cold, you must control how your body loses heat: conduction, convection, evaporation, and radiation. Lying on frozen ground drains warmth fast. Wind strips away heat, sweat cools you dangerously, and your body radiates heat into the night. The emergency blanket shelter counters all these threats. Its reflective surface bounces your body heat back, drastically reducing radiation loss. The shelter blocks wind, trapping a layer of warm air around you. It keeps you dry, preventing heat loss from evaporation and conduction. The result? A simple, multi-layered defense against the cold. With just a blanket and a candle, you recycle your own warmth. This is the essence of cold weather survival. Mastering these basics can save your life. This survival method comes from military training, not outdoor gear catalogues. Pilots and special forces needed compact, reliable shelters for emergencies. The space blanket, developed by NASA, became a game-changer. Lightweight, waterproof, and highly reflective. Military instructors paired this material with field-tested techniques, using natural features for support and teaching safe use of small heat sources. These methods were refined in the world's harshest environments. Today, this legacy of hard-won knowledge is passed on to anyone willing to learn. The simplest solutions, born from necessity, are often the most effective. Before building your shelter, choose your site wisely. Find natural windbreaks, dense trees, boulders or hillsides to shield you from the wind. Avoid exposed hilltops or open clearings. Insulate yourself from the ground by gathering dried debris, pine needles, leaves or twigs, to create a thick mattress. Trapped air in this layer is your real insulation. In snow, dig a shallow trench and fill it with insulation. Take your time. A good insulation bed is crucial. Look for a sturdy support, a fallen log or low branch, to drape your blanket over. The best setup uses the landscape to your advantage, conserving energy. A well-chosen site does half the work for you. Preparation here is key to a safe night. With your site ready, it's time to build your shelter. Drape an emergency blanket over your support, reflective side in, forming a lean-to. Secure the edges with rocks, wood or snow to seal out drafts. The shelter should be low and just big enough for you to crawl inside. Smaller spaces are easier to heat. Lay a second blanket on your insulation bed, reflective side up, to bounce heat back at you. Crawl inside and pull the front closed, using your pack or cord to help. The goal: a tight, three-sided cocoon that traps warmth. Any extra space is wasted energy. The final shape is a narrow tent, just inches above your body. You've created a sealed, reflective microclimate. The structure is now complete. Now introduce your heat source, a small candle. Even a single tea light can raise the temperature inside your shelter by several degrees. Safety is critical. Place the candle on a stable, non-flammable surface like a rock or inside a metal cup. Keep it near the entrance, away from walls and gear. Always leave a small ventilation gap at the top of your shelter to prevent carbon monoxide buildup. Light the candle and feel the warmth build as your body heat and the flame combine. A few candles can last all night, providing steady, gentle heat. Never fall asleep with the candle burning unattended. The combination of reflected heat and candlelight creates surprising comfort. This tiny furnace can make the difference between life and death. Once inside, make small tweaks for maximum warmth. Add snow or debris on top of your shelter for extra insulation. Move slowly to avoid tearing the blanket or knocking over the candle. Remove damp clothing to stay dry. Moisture is your enemy. Use your pack to block drafts at the entrance or add insulation at your side. Plug any gaps with spare clothing or material. Maintain a small ventilation gap for safety. If it gets too warm, increase ventilation or extinguish the candle. The goal is a stable, comfortable temperature, not a sauna. With careful adjustments, you can wait out the night in safety. Dawn brings relief and proof. Survival is about ingenuity, not gear. This shelter, built from simple items, shows that knowledge and calm are your greatest assets. Mastering these principles, blocking wind, insulating from the ground, trapping heat, makes all the difference. The confidence from knowing this skill changes your relationship with the wild. Practice building the shelter before you need it. True preparedness comes from experience, not just reading. With this knowledge, you carry a lifeline wherever you go. The ultimate survival tool is a calm mind and a clear plan.